All right, got another cast iron project here today. This is an old bell holder. Goes up on, mounts up on top of like a 4x4. The bell would sit in here. Little pins slide down in that, and as you pull the handle, it would swing and rotate. However, it looks like over time it's been it's broken. It has been repaired one time before, as you can see down in here. It has, and it's broken along that same cracked edge. Okay, the first one looked like it was broke with and welded with like a brazing rod, which looks like it's held pretty well. Then the second one looks like it's just a regular weld in there, which held, but as we can see, it's broke from that point and spread along the whole way there. So we got it cleaned up. It's hot. It's hot out today. I let it sit out in the sun for about 3 hours at 90 degrees, so it's pretty warmed up, hot to the touch. So we're gonna tack it together and see what we can do. We're gonna be using these Alcam 61s, cast steel, 1/8 of an inch diameter here. I like to run them at the lower end of your range. Run kind of like the same amperage as a 610, 6011 for 1/8 in the 90s down there. Don't get it no hotter than that, okay? Got my piece tacked up. Got it ready, got it cleaned up. Remember to weld in 1 inch alternating spaces around this part, and then come back and fill in your gaps. And to peen each weld as you weld it, no more than 1 inch at a time. So I would weld from here out to this edge, stop, peen the whole thing, and I'm gonna come up in here somewhere, weld a little bit, stop, peen it, weld, stop, peen it, probably flip it over and do the same side, the same thing over there. All right, I'm gonna be welding the cast today with my Ranger 250 GXT. Remember, you got to adjust your amperage down a little bit. This is normally where I run in my 1/8 70/18s. I like that for about vertical. Run out of here is one of my flats or somewhere around in there. So I'm gonna turn this baby down to right over here somewhere, and then we'll test it on a little bit and see what it's gonna do. Well, let's fire this baby up. All right, I got the first 3 put on there, skipping around. I did go back and turn my amperage up a little bit, running kind of cold. Make sure you peen each weld after each weld. We're gonna flip it over and weld a few in the alternating spots. All right, this is the back side. Put a few welds on there. I'm gonna flip it back on the front side here. You look close. You just got another crack developed through that hole. Not sure. You can kind of hear it creaking and cooling. Not sure if we're gonna be able to fix that one. We're gonna try it though. We're gonna flip it over and weld a little bit more. Make sure you're peening every weld, every single 1 inch weld. You have to peen it. All right, so we had a little secondary crack there open up, kind of parallel to the other one. Got that welded up. Looks pretty good. The rest of it's holding pretty good. Back looks okay. I'm gonna have to grind all this section here down. I didn't want to put too much on it. Got some stuff in there from the old cracks. Not gonna worry about them. This looks pretty good. Runs up here. I think we're gonna be making it all right. We'll put it in the sand and then grind it up, get it cleaned up, and I'll show you an afterwards picture. All right, so we got it out the sand there. Looks like it's held. No more new cracks anyway. This side here, I'm not gonna grind. I'm just gonna clean this hole up, flatten it down, and then maybe have to re-drill that hole. Backside looks pretty good. Coming along pretty good. Now I am gonna have to grind all this here flat so it can go back on the piece of wood that he had it on, so it doesn't sit off sideways. Grind over them little turds off of there too. So stand by, we'll have it almost done.